Hi, my name is Namhla and I am the writer and director of My Dignity. I'm doing this video diary a few weeks later, and that's because I didn't really get a chance to sit down on set and reflect on each and every day of the shoot, and things were a bit hectic, and we were also working towards the shooting schedule, so I didn't want to delay things, so hence I am doing it a few weeks later. This shoot started on the 30th of September. It was a Friday until the 2nd of October. It was until the Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. It was basically a 3 days shoot. The last day of the shoot we managed to get some cutaways because we wanted to spend the whole weekend doing the indoor scenes, of which all the scenes are indoor scenes. I don't know where to start. I really don't know, but everything worked out really well. From the very first day of the shoot, on day 1, the Friday, we shot scene 4 and scene 2. We were supposed to well, our call time was 9. We were supposed to meet at CPUT, and mind you, my crew and I, we haven't met physically. So when I got to the university, I found all of them waiting for me there, and I was surprised because they didn't know each other as well. So I was happy and surprised at the same time to find them there waiting for me. I was really happening. That's when it started to kick in that, okay, Namhla, this is really happening. You know, the shoot is happening. Like, you need to, yeah, it's happening. So I was really happy. I don't want to lie. I was also nervous at the very same time because I've never worked with them, and I was nervous, you know. I wanted to impress them, you know. I wanted them to want to work with me again, and I think I did well. I think I did well. But yeah, I really am happy with the overall product or overall production, everything that was done. We worked really well together. So on the first day of the shoot, we did scene 4 and scene 2, like I said, and scene 4 was an office scene, or is an office scene, which is the only scene that is outside the apartment where we was shooting at. So the office scene was, it was kind of hectic at first because we were struggling to find a location. We were struggling to find an office for you know, for the scene, or an office space. So we had to create one, and we found the location at the last minute. So our time also got delayed, and there was also load shedding, so we was just rushing, you know. We were rushing, we were running out of time, and we were also supposed to finish there. We were supposed to shoot scene 4 for 2 hours. We were supposed to spend 2 hours shooting that scene, and we finished right on time. But we were also not in a rush to get or to shoot, or we were not rushing to shoot our second scene, of which it was scene 2. It was scene 2, yes. And scene 2 was happening at the apartment that we booked for the whole weekend. We were not in a rush because we're initially supposed to start, we start shooting at the apartment around 6, but because our main character was only going to be available at that time, but by the grace of God, she was able to join us like really early that morning. So yeah, so that kind of like, you know, gave us time to prep the scene properly, and give us time to get to know each other, and you know, and yeah, and interact basically, of which it was not like a hard thing to do, because with the very first time we all like met each other, we clicked the very like, we clicked the same time. There was no awkward moment, we just got along. and everything just went well. We had to, especially for scene 4, we had to change a few shots from the shot list because the space that we were using wasn't an office space. We were shooting, it was a conference room, so we used like a portion of, or like a space, a smaller space in that room, so we couldn't go wild with it, but I think we managed, and we made a plan and we made it work. And shout outs to my DOP Clarence, and yeah man, we did an amazing job, I do not want to lie. The scene that really got me, like, it not got me in my feelings, but it got me really excited. I was in disbelief because it was so intimate, and it was the first time I love, you know. I like you know, I like taking risks as well, so that scene was risky, you know, and it was something that I've never done before, but I am happy it happened, and I was in disbelief. I remember us shooting this scene, I think it was the first take, the very first take. So it was a kissing scene. The characters were supposed to kiss. So they had practiced before we started shooting, but when they were practicing it, they didn't really kiss. And they also had to get comfortable with each other. So I'm very, very happy that, you know, I don't know, man, they just connected, you know. They just automatically connected. There was chemistry, and I really, really loved that. So I remember when we were doing our first take, I just laughed. I just laughed when they started kissing because I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe that they were really doing this. I couldn't believe that I wrote this, you know. I was really, 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 really in disbelief. Like, I could not believe it, you know. And everyone looked at me like, Nansha, what's going on? What's wrong? You know, like, what's wrong? And the actors were also worried that, like, maybe they did something wrong or what. I was like, nah, guys, y'all were spot on. I just cannot believe that this is really happening. I just cannot believe that I wrote this. I wanted this to happen, you know.
Then let's act like we're doing the whole scene. From when she, of course she's gonna stop from the flowers.
Oh my god, and action.